So today our national debt is $16 trillion. It's a national disgrace that it's gone that high. But today I'm not going to talk about national debt, but its effect on something else, and that's on the price of gas. People don't realize how much they're tied in together, but they are. You know, in the past 10 years, our gas prices have gone up from about $1.50 a gallon to around $4 a gallon. And we have to ask, what's the reason for this dramatic rise in price? Well, some people think it's that oil is now harder to find, or maybe it's due to oil and gas speculators on Wall Street or whatever. I mean, these play a role, but the main role is not any of these things. It's the actual rise in the national debt. And let me tell you or explain why that's so relevant. During the past 10 years, our national debt's gone from $6 trillion to $16 trillion. Every year, the U.S. is spending about $1 trillion more than it takes in taxes. Now, how does it do this? Well, it continues to print more money. Every time it prints more money, the value of our dollar goes down. As the value of our dollar goes down, it takes more dollars to buy oil from foreign countries. Therefore, the price of gas continues to go up. There's a similar effect with food prices, and that's why you're seeing such a dramatic rise in food prices also, along with the rise in gas prices. People in government don't like to talk about this because, it forces them to admit that yes, they screwed up letting our national debt get out of control, but two, the fix to the solution would be to balance the budget, cut spending, and or raise taxes, none of which are very popular issues. But as you know, I'm an honest politician, and I call it like I see it. And to really fix gas and food prices, we need to balance the budget. There's a lot of debate about how that's going to be done, but to me, you're not going to enact this Ryan budget that I've already talked about. You're going to do it through having the rich pay more than they currently are to balance the budget, and that's what I think needs to be done. It's quite tragic that food and gas prices are what's going up so much, about 15% a year now for the past 10 years. It's a ridiculous amount as wages continue to fall, but the ones that are hardest hit by this are the poor and middle class. They're hardest hit because they pay a larger percentage of their yearly income towards gas and food prices. So, people shouldn't be so scared about balancing the budget. Balancing the budget will strengthen the dollar and thereby reduce gas and food prices. People, have this backwards way of thinking that if the budget is balanced, it will hurt the economy. I don't believe so at all. Don't mistake what I'm saying here, thinking that I'm calling for austerity measures, which I'm not, definitely not. Those have failed in Greece and other countries that have tried them, so don't mistake what I'm saying here. I'm trying to help the poor and middle class by balancing the budget, thereby reducing gas and food prices. That's coming from someone that tells it like it is, who hasn't been a career politician involved in messing up the current budget, the current economy, and therefore devastating the middle class and poor with the dramatic rise in food and gas prices. Talk to you soon, guys. Thanks for listening.